all around.
What's worth a click and download?
Oh, brother, not again. You guys are talking about it again? We're talking about Twitter, ladies and gentlemen, and how they're using new privacy tools to give users more control over their followers.
I have a question before we dig deeper into the story.
Go for it.
If I gave you the chance to pick one feature, one thing that you could do to control or to find out something about your followers on Twitter. Not that, not necessarily if you're like a public or private. If public and private accounts don't matter. What is one thing that you wish you had more control over when it comes to the followers that you have?
Maybe how many people view each tweet?
Okay, so like a scene option on the tweets.
A scene option on the tweet or, but Twitter already does kind of give that with analytics.
Okay.
But it's more of how many people interacted with your tweet other than seen. But I mean, sometimes I do want to know how many people are reading my tweets. But
so the silent readers.
Yeah, the silent readers. I do get quite a lot of interaction on my tweets, but again, it has to be a tweet that a lot of people can relate to.
Yeah.
But I mean, with Twitter right now, they're trying to include the ability to automatically hide old tweets after a predetermined amount of time. So, Twitter is planning to test new privacy features aimed at giving users better control over their followers and who can see their tweets and likes. And I think it's kind of to combat that. Is this you? Do you know that this you?
What?
You don't know that? You don't know that trend where someone... So let's say, for example, Omnia...
All of a sudden, guys, I'm looking at my kids telling me, this you?
Yeah, so there's a trend on Twitter or it's very problematic.
Oh, that's probably why I don't know about it. I'm not on Twitter.
So let's say, for example, Omnia, you tweet, I don't like apples.
Okay.
And I go and I find a tweet from 2014 that says...
Oh, I like apples?
I love apples are the best. And I'll screenshot it and quote retweet it with, is this you? Right? And a lot of people... And, I'm not talking about something simple as apples.
Yeah.
A lot of controversial stuff to talk about. And a lot of people, got in trouble and a lot of people got canceled for such sayings, And I remember a lot of people when it did come to, the woke trend, right? A lot of people say, let's say, for example, they'll say something that is woke. And, someone would dig up a tweet that them, being hypocritical or, saying whatever they said, denying whatever they else said. Right? I can't say exactly word for word because it's very controversial topics. And they'll be like, hey, is this you? Didn't you say in 2014 you hated apples?
My God.
Right?
The receipts you have on Twitter.
And, it's caused a lot of problems for even Rihanna, Kanye West, Drake, a lot of famous people. Because we do know in 2011, Kanye West, who was Kanye West? Who was Drake? Who was Soulja Boy?
True.
Who were all these people? And they would tweet random stuff, and Twitter was the place to tweet random stuff. And
just
they'd
your
always,
thoughts.
And they'd be like, hey, is this you?
Now
so Twitter wants to remove that.
True. These features are actually coming sooner than we think. So early next week, you may just be getting lots of new privacy features on your platform. And it's not, as I've mentioned, these features are not just coming for people with public accounts or with a certain number of followers. They're coming for anyone and everyone who just has a Twitter account. So to basically understand how it's going to be working, first off, they're going to give you more control over your follower list, but also they're going to give you the chance to find out who can see your tweets and your likes. So they do understand that with Twitter, a lot of people feel like it's a one-size-fits-all when it comes to privacy, and they want to give us more control over it. So they are suggesting that, first off, they want to encrypt direct messages, which I'm wondering why they haven't done that long time ago. They also are testing features where you can automatically hide old tweets, just like you mentioned.
Achievement, I was growing older. So, I mean, for me, I like it. Maybe I might hide tweets for other people that I don't want them to see it. Or in general, just keep that viewing option for me myself. Because, sometimes you don't want old tweets to resurface.
True.
Especially if you're if you're a problematic person back in the day. But I mean, for me, I think it's a great, option because some people tweet crazy stuff.
True.
But for me, I try to tweet not crazy stuff. I don't like to have problems on Twitter because people on Twitter have no chill.
It's like a footprint, you know. You always.
It's on the internet forever.
Yeah, exactly.
Let us know your guys' thoughts. 4215, do our thoughts, or on our Instagram at Pulse95 Radio. But ladies and gentlemen, this does conclude Future Talk for today. Hope you guys had a great time. But
Sunday.
A great Sunday. I mean, the weather is, a little bit windy today.
Yeah, it's starting to cool down, which I love that.
Yeah.
I feel like winter is finally, I can smell winter far
autumn.
away. Come on.
Yeah.
We've got two seasons.
We don't have autumn.
We've got 2 seasons right here in the UAE. Summer and winter. That's it.
Yes, I mean, Omni and I do now have to jump in our spaceship.
We've got Vikas Munchandani.
Vikas season?
Yeah, he says we have 4 seasons. Are you sure we're talking about right here in the UAE?
We have hot, extra hot,
extremely hot, and winter.
And winter. Let us know your guys' thoughts. But ladies and gentlemen, this does conclude us for today. Omni and I are going to be jumping in that spaceship and going all the way to space. But we'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place, only here on Pulse
95.
If you liked this episode of Future Talk, drop a like and subscribe.
Pulse 95.
Be sure to follow us on Instagram for all our daily updates and top stories.